internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Back, ladies and gentlemen, Tom. So, 24-hour script. Let's get right into today's video. It looks like 2024 is shaping up to be a very bullish year in crypto, and especially XRP. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. People have the chance to buy XRP right now under $1, but they will not. They will only buy it once we reach double digits and then triple digits. And in today's video, I'm going to show you what's going on behind the scenes with USDC, BlackRock, Ripple, all the regulation that is being in place right now. But let's set the tone to today's video. Listen to what Ripple tweeted out. This is a very, very big deal, given all the events that have taken place in the past 10 years with Ripple, XRP, and in this industry. In 2024, crypto will break the speculative hype cycles that have defined the booms and busts for the industry since Bitcoin's invention. Before the next crypto summer, we as an industry will break the cycle for paving the foundation for real world utility at scale, which we have been just crying over on this channel, which entails solving for compliance, usability, and integration with existing systems. And they finished this thread by saying, I'm just giving you the main points here that really stuck out. Listen to this. We reached the tipping point for crypto to be recognized as mainstream, but we have yet to hit the breakout moment where institutional adoption for real world utility takes off. 2024 can be that moment as long as we proceed with compliance first mindset. And since inception, Ripple had a compliance first mindset. And listen to this video by Naveen Gupta. Shout out to Mr. Man for this. This was a year ago. Listen to what he talks about when he thinks institutional adoption is going to come. And XRP is going to play a major role in this.
What's that timeline, Naveen? What are you thinking? I mean, at what point we will see that, at least in the payment space, the crypto becomes the infrastructure for movement of value, or at least for the majority of the value transfer across the world? Are we talking 5 years, 10 years, or another 50 years?
Yeah, I think to my mind, 3 years, right? And it's the combination of two things. So it's a combination of players like us, who are laying the infrastructure, laying the pipe, the sewage, sewage, the plumbing and everything else. And then second, rise of stable coins, right? Because as the rise of stable coin happens, then you have this, and these could be government issued stable coins as well. Then you have something issued by the government where the institutions are not worried about risk. I mean, people are essentially saying, hey, you know what, I'm comfortable with this way, right? And then you're suddenly able to see that government backed, it could be US dollar, it could be AD, it could be a number of other things, to essentially be used in a big way. So I think these two will cause a dramatic change. And in my mind, it's just 3 years away, not larger than that, because I also see it as a very big monkey see, monkey do market, right? I mean, think about it. A country A issues a stable coin. That works brilliantly well. Bhavin will essentially say, I'll use this. So the local currency issuer says, I need to match this up very, very quickly. Otherwise, my customer, Bhavin, will essentially migrate to that stable coin that essentially he will use.
And his timeline of 3 years goes perfectly with 2024 and 2025. And it looks like we are about to see fireworks, ladies and gentlemen. And if you guys don't recall Naveen Gupta, he has a very, very hefty resume. He worked at HSBC for 11 years. Prior to that, he was at Citigroup for 4 years as the vice president. And now he's at Ripple for 7 years and counting, looking over MENA and South Asia. And going back to what Ripple said in terms of real world utility takes off and also real world utility at scale, listen to what Tyrone Lobin says here. He's the managing director. He's looking over Project Onyx at JP Morgan. This is with their JPM coin, right? But they still need to utilize USDC. And listen to what he says here about USDC.
I think USDC is obviously incredibly important for the crypto industry, right? I mean, it is, in my sense, pretty much the killer app of sort of retail crypto.
He calls it the killer app for retail crypto. But the biggest takeaway is when you're trying to scale into the trillions, and they know they are going to run to that problem.
We played out, but I think where USDC is going to hit a cap is going to be at scale. So when I talk about the $10 trillion that we're processing every night, the 24-hour volume for both USDC and USDT is like $25 billion or something. That's like 400 times less than what we do every day. And if you think about having to fully reserve $10 trillion to be able to make those payments every day, that's a lot of liquidity that you're taking out of the system.
USDC is nowhere near the volumes that JP Morgan is handling on a daily basis, which is exceeding $10 trillion. And why would Brad Garlinghouse, when asked publicly about stablecoins, not say anything about it? So there are work being done behind the scenes, but just they don't announce everything that they do.
DCs, but when are you going to move into stablecoins?
Yes.
When?
Yes. We use XRP when it's appropriate. We use stablecoins when it's appropriate. We're solving customer problems. Will we do or say more than that? Not today.
And people will call us crazy. And now look at what just dropped yesterday. Ripple was added to the Central Bank of Ireland's Virtual Asset Service Providers Register. This is a very big deal, and you got to see where this all started. Coinbase is involved, BlackRock is involved. You need to understand that these stablecoins are going to be regulated. And for these stablecoins to go through a cross-currency token like XRP, it is regulated. Do you not see how that goes hand in hand and how they built this? They have their stablecoins and they have one bridge currency in the world that is fully regulated right now. And what are they going to use once they go into full scale? Listen to this. So Ripple opened up an office in Dublin back in 2022. About 6 months later, they were seeking to get a license from Ireland to drive EU expansion. And what happened? It was granted. Listen to what they said here. By providing regulatory clarity for the industry, Ireland and the EU more broadly are boosting confidence in the digital assets, payments, and fintech ecosystem and demonstrating their commitment to long-term development of these industries. And then they go ahead and refer to the approval they got from Dubai. XRP is fully compliant and legal and has clarity in Dubai. And listen to what Brad Garlinghouse says here. This is just such a bold statement saying XRP is here to stay. That is our product. The adoption and use of digital assets such as XRP to position Dubai as a leading financial services hub intent on attracting foreign investment and accelerating economic growth. Ripple will continue to double down on its presence in Dubai, and we look forward to continuing to work closely with regulators to realize crypto's full potential. They are positioning XRP to create a level playing field, and people are not seeing it. And look, USDC is compliant in pretty much every part of the world, right? Take a look at this. I mean, they're everywhere. Yes, if you're wondering, they are approved in Ireland. Okay, if we go to Europe, right under Iceland here, and that is why you have companies like BlackRock, Fidelity, backing Circle and its stablecoin USDC, and they raised $400 million. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and we'll be back with another video.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.